Muffled screams leak out the man's horrifying secret. Here we go.
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go.
Huh?
Y'all gotta
Well,
go.
I gotta ask. I mean, because you're making
No,
me.
sir. No, sir.
Man, he has a matching. He has a matching ski fit. That's different. The plain red on red with the red ski. Different.
No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement. Can we look? No. No.
But why would
How you
I
just
say
fuck
that
no.
about
The
you?
crack is probably because they want more crack, bro.
Is anybody on that front porch?
No.
So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jesus.
When police respond to a report of a woman imprisoned in a local residence, they encounter a bizarre homeowner who says their very presence is putting him in danger, but there's no sign of a woman. It's not until a second call brings
look
them
like a damn
back that the
ball.
cops go inside and make a shocking discovery that's beyond anything they could have imagined. The following report is based on official police records. On the afternoon of May 2nd, 2023, a woman calls 911 in Cleveland, Ohio, to share a disturbing story she just heard from a
Cleveland,
frightened
Ohio.
stranger.
I was just calling because I was at this store, right? And this lady had came out of nowhere and was just like all hysterical and scared and stuff or whatever. I don't know where she went to, but she said that this lady was supposed to be tied up in this basement. Now, I'm only calling because I'm not going to be able to sleep tonight knowing that somebody might be tied up, even if it is a lie or whatever. I kind of believe her because the way she was scared.
Good
like,
heart.
No, she didn't say anything else.
Officers with the Cleveland Police Department
Check this
arrive
out.
at the address moments later.
Police.
I don't know. Yeah, this a bando. Well,
There's music coming from the back.
you kind of can't tell in some of these spots.
After a full 3 minutes of knocking, the police finally get a response from inside.
Bro, y'all can't be here like this. You can't be here like this, bro.
I'm just knocking on your door.
I understand that, but you making me hot.
What does that mean?
I'm about to come out.
All right, come on.
Like you're making the block hot, cuz. What does that mean? I'm a cop, sir. What does that mean? You're making the block hot, man. I can't be out here being seen with the cops, man. Looking like a whole tampon out here. I can't be seen with y'all, man.
How you doing, sir?
Y'all can't be out here like this.
Just so you know, everything's recorded.
Listen,
Yes?
turn those cameras off, please.
Well, what's going on?
Can you please turn
Don't you think you're bigger
You
than
have
the
to give
law,
me a
cuz?
reason. I can't.
Uh-oh. He'll...
You guys are making my hot. Okay? Long story short, I work for you.
I work for you guys. Oh!
You guys are making my spot hot. I work for you guys, okay?
Oh, he going with that script. Is he telling the truth? We haven't heard too many scripts where the person who is being the suspect is being in question, and they say, no, like I'm with y'all, like I'm an FBI agent, I'm a cop with y'all, I'm here undercover, I'm about to do my thing, I'm about to catch him, but y'all making it.
Long story short, I want you guys to please get out here. You guys are blowing the spot up. All right?
Who do you work for?
I can't tell you that.
Why?
I cannot tell you that because I'm not allowed to tell you that.
Well, damn, well, god
Well,
damn it.
We have a call here, sir. Let me just tell you why we're here, and then we'll leave. It could be nothing. I don't know. I don't know anything about you.
All right, I'm just saying, y'all can't be here. Y'all making my spot hot. All right?
After pushing the cops to leave, the man finally asks what brought them here to begin with.
What was your call about?
Did you have a female here earlier that was a white female in a black coat?
Uh-oh.
Hell no, bro.
All right. Well, here's the complaint.
What's the complaint?
She made a complaint that says somebody was in the basement and they were injured.
Man, that. Y'all gotta go. Y'all gotta
Well,
go.
I gotta ask. I mean, because you're
No,
making me.
sir. No, sir. No, sir.
Well, you're making me a little suspicious now.
Man, listen, you need to leave.
Not only do the police stick around, more of them soon arrive.
Oh
Uh-oh.
my God, there's too many people here. It really is a big deal. I'm trying to tell you guys to up.
We were told that the lady's tied up in the basement.
There ain't nobody tied up in the basement.
Can we look?
No, but like,
Why not?
because I say so.
Is someone tied up down there?
No,
What's your name, buddy?
I can't tell you that, bro.
What do you mean you can't tell me that?
I'm trying to tell you I'm a confidential informant. That's all I have to say. You guys are bugging right now. You guys are
No,
bugging.
that's not all you have to say.
That's,
Who told you that?
I can't say nothing else.
Well, if there's someone tied in the basement, we got
There's
a problem.
nobody in the basement. I just-
confidential
So why can't I look?
Why do you?
all that stuff that went on in the past with those 3 girls, man, we got to take this seriously.
What 3
Look into
girls?
it.
What 3 girls?
Gina,
I don't know them.
all
Man,
that
y'all-
stuff. You know what I'm
Oh,
saying?
you calling them hoes?
I'm about to give you my social security number.
Oh, yeah.
What?
Please don't
It's
do
all
that.
right. We're not going in without you.
Yeah, he's trying to do that. Tell him please not to do that.
While the man appears to believe that his status as a confidential informant
I'ma
puts
give
him
you my
above
social security
suspicion,
number.
the police don't share that view.
Detective Smith, please. Bro,
Which
please.
Smith?
Detective Smith.
The one in-
2nd District. Okay, that's how you know I'm not.
Okay, well, I guarantee.
His phone number's right here.
No, listen.
I'm not
We'll
gonna
call
play
him.
with y'all.
Listen, we'll
Don't
call
call
him.
him. Don't.
Well, why
don't
wouldn't I
call
call
him
him?
here. Don't
Listen,
call him
will
here.
you stop talking for a
I
moment?
can't, bro. My life is on the line.
Who's on the line? All you had to do was talk to us. You're the one who came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's all I'm saying.
Listen,
Oh.
once again,
Nah, like you really making the spot. Yo, you really making my spot hot, shorty. Like I'm really, like I'm really tweaking, mud. Like I'm really tweaking. I'm tweaked out, shorty. Like you gotta get, shorty. Like on phone and gray, shorty. You gotta get out of here, shorty. Like shorty. Like shorty. Like, like I'm about to smack shit out you, baby boy. Like we don't play that, baby boy. Like.
listen, will you stop talking for a
I
moment?
can't, bro. My life is on the line.
Who's on the line? All you had to do was talk to us. You're the one who came outside.
Y'all don't know what's going on, baby boy. That's all I'm saying.
Boy,
I got
once
drug
again-
dealers and everything that drive past here, and I got 5 cars out here.
All right.
Y'all about to get me killed out this.
Well, why are you acting this way?
You understand why I'm acting this way, dude? Bro,
If we have to call Detective Smith and say, hey, do you think this guy would have a girl tied up in his basement?
he's gonna say
That might be his motherfucking probation officer while you playing Detective Smith.
no.
Is he?
100%, bro. I just
He's
left.
willing to risk his career for all that?
Do you think I'm? Oh my gosh, you're gonna take a crackhead's word over
Baby boy.
Detective Smith's word, right?
I haven't spoken to Detective Smith.
Well, you're gonna talk to him. He's gonna let you know what's going on. I was down there for an hour with him yesterday.
Okay.
I just left my probation
But
officer.
why
I
would
just-
somebody
I'm too good at this. I'm too good at this. Yes, and there you go. He just left and that's Detective Smith. You're not about to memorize nobody else's name in the law enforcement field if it's not somebody that is appointed to you. I know my doctor's name, not everybody else in the office. I know my doctor's name, who's appointed to me. I don't know all these other doctors. Detective Smith, that's the one. Why? Because that's my probation officer.
say that?
Crackheads.
But why would a
The
crackhead say that about
The
you?
crackheads, probably because they want more crack, bro.
Do you have crack?
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't know.
You do that to me. I know I don't.
But why would this is okay.
Have crack?
All right.
No, I'm not gonna. Why would I say that? Why would you ask me that on camera?
I don't know.
You're incriminating me. That's what he's supposed to do. He's a cop.
My job. Well, why would the crackhead be here then?
This man is wow.
And the most confidential informants don't come screaming out the back door. I'm a confidential informant, do they?
Despite the suspicious circumstances, the police sergeant lets the man, Delonte Edmund Geiger,
Uh-oh.
go back inside his home while the other cops contemplate what they've heard.
You ever actually dealt with a confidential informant?
Yeah. And every time they're up to no good and they're coming up, that's what they do.
That's how they act.
That's how they ask. So I don't know what's up. My only fear is there's somebody really in the basement.
I actually think he's freaking out like that because he's,
Up to no good.
yeah.
He's gonna let us in. It's real sketchy. He said need another guy, but you're coming to him and tell him you're on probation. It's a training thing. And then these guys will wait that back door in case you scream for help. Like girls. Ah! Right. Wow, these people hear the screams.
If it's a joke, it's one that will become much less funny before this day is through.
Hey,
No, dude. That's too much going on. No.
All right, stand outside. Leave this crack though in case you scream.
Nobody about to do nothing to y'all. Dude, you got guns. No.
Seriously, no, I'm not crack. Just in case you scream.
Come on, baby boy.
They're not coming in. Oh, you have my word.
Baby boy, you tweaking, shorty.
With that, the police go into the residence, and as the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte. Go into the residence, and as
My man's got fruit circles at the top of his crib, top of his fridge. You know?
the sergeant checks the basement, his backup waits upstairs with Delonte.
I got PTSD.
All right.
I've been stabbed 7 times, shot twice.
Well, have we done any of that? to
No,
you?
no. It's just, I'm trying to change my life and work with the police. And I just don't do that every day. You feel me?
Turn that down for a moment. There we go. Actually, turn it off until the room and you do what you want. That way I can hear everybody.
Good place.
Me?
So what? Someone just pissed off at you or something?
I'm trying to tell you, man. Really love for me. Never come back here again. Okay?
You all right, babe?
I'm having your hand.
Listen.
I got stress.
Like what? Yeah.
I'm about to walk to the store right behind you guys.
Okay.
Hey, nothing down here. See you, bro.
This is weird as hell. What the fuck? This is weird as hell. They ain't trying to
No
act
cost.
like.
Okay.
I know.
As it turns out, the cops will be back sooner than they may have thought. That evening, a woman tips them off that Delonte showed her pictures of a woman being tortured and zip-tied to a chair, warning that he would soon do the same to her. The police go back to the house at midnight, and once
Oh,
again,
Lord.
it's not easy to get someone to the door.
Damn, damn, damn.
Hey, Sergeant Everton, good police.
Yes. All right, so I appreciate this. Appreciate a lot of folks.
Yeah.
You know my nerves. This shit. What's up, bro? How y'all doing? Same people, same people, same people?
I'm in the overtime now.
I need y'all to come through the back door, okay? Is that good?
Yeah.
You sure? Yeah. That's sure. Sorry for not letting you in earlier, bro. Sorry for my attitude, okay?
It's all good.
Give me 5 seconds.
You need the back there?
All y'all.
Right.
The police head around the house to meet with Delonte, but as one officer stays behind, he hears some loud movements coming from within. Delonte soon lets the cops in, and they head straight down to the basement to continue the search they cut short this afternoon.
So,
Damn.
do something my nose doesn't always look good.
Okay. Now I smell cat pee, so.
The basement again seems to be absent of any victims, tied up or otherwise, but this time the cops are determined to search the entire house.
Oh. I'll be honest. I got two of all them. Y'all want some two of all of them.
That's my dollhouse.
Oh. I'll be honest. I got two.
This nigga collect dollhouses? What the f... My scalp is itching.
Two of all them. Y'all want some two of all of them. I'm about to close the door on you. There's another door behind this door. Okay?
Yeah, I hang out up here because this is rather fresh.
Everybody's got this section off. There's nobody,
What the fuck?
There's some blood right here. There's some blood, like dried blood, I think.
There doesn't appear to be anyone else in the house, but suspicions are mounting, not the least because Delonte has decided the search requires an extremely loud soundtrack.
Just turn it down. Did you not find anything? Sir. Turn it down.
He's sweating this motherfucker.
Please turn it all down. Did you find anything? Sir. Sure. Yeah, there's something on the floor, but yeah, I know you see something down. I want to turn the music down. Can you turn the music down? Still wait, sir. Okay. Just put the handcuff on.
With the black and mild in his mouth. Nah, this is a different video, y'all.
With the newfound silence, the police turn to Delonte, determined to finally get to the bottom of this runaround. But even on a day filled with rumors, strange claims, and
Hold on,
unsettling
y'all. This is a
tips,
different
none
video.
of them are prepared for what comes next.
Is anybody on that front porch? No. So what's that noise I keep hearing? That you keep turning the music up on every time I hear something. Is anybody on there?
I heard him dragging something out when we went from the front to the back, too,
Uh-oh.
just so you know.
Is anybody in that front here? Because I heard voices or movement or noise. Yeah. Who's out there? Who's out there?
Sweating a lot.
What is that? Can you hear it?
Uh-oh. What the...
Please.
Who's out there?
Where you at?
She's under. There's a thing under. Remember I shined my flashlight when you guys went back there?
Oh!
Police.
Oh!
All right. Yeah, I heard him sliding something under there when he went from the front to the back.
Where you at?
Where you at, man?
Oh no. He got like a trap door in that bitch?
Looking.
Oh my.
Right now, something else.
Must be, yeah, suffocating. What the?
All right.
Wait, what? What the hell? Huh? Huh? What?
Right now, something else.
She's in the box.
All right. How old are you? 6-year-old female.
Oh my God. Yes.
Are you injured besides that?
I'm paralyzed.
You're paralyzed.
I'm paralyzed.
What's your name?
Cheryl Cyrus.
Is that Carol?
Carol? All right, Carol.
Sorry, Cheryl.
Cheryl.
Here. How my legs out? How
All right,
my
we
legs?
got EMS coming. I don't want to move you because I don't want to hurt you more. Can you breathe?
I can now.
Nah, this is.
I want Cheryl to go through it.
The police escort Delonte out of the house as they try to make sense of the bizarre discovery they've made on his front porch.
Cheryl, do you know, is there anyone else here with you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know. I hurt.
You hurt? All right, we want to get you out of there, but I'm afraid to move you. I'm going to let EMS do all that, okay?
Where is the mess?
What did he do to you? He did what?
Hey, what fire come? At least get her up, right? They put her on the backboard. I know, we get fire here, they can out here. No, but yeah, we got no ETA on EMS.
There's up this stage.
Huh?
Did he stab you?
Yeah.
Where did he stab you?
Like,
His arm? Right. Did he sexually assault you at all?
yo.
Do you know how long you been here? Is it just one day? Okay.
But even with Cheryl Cyrus somewhat responsive to their questions, there's nothing that can fully explain what's going on.
What's the story here?
Dude, there's a lot. I don't even know where to begin. This might not be the only victim.
Right. I mean, she said, I don't
We
know,
just
so.
searched the house and didn't find anything else.
As rescue personnel get Cheryl free of the box and transported to the hospital, police conduct another search of the home.
She was supposed to be wearing a pink hoodie with pants. So she had no shoes.
Oh, Jesus.
Cat.
Cat scared the hell out of me.
Wait, what the hell? Yo, this thing is odd. Who is all of this for? This is not for no cats. This is not. This is not a bouncy house. This is not a vet room. This is not a pet room, dog. This is for humans, bro. This nigga be having the humans just like chilling all up in these contraptions and shit, bro.
Oh, Jesus.
Cat.
Cat scared the hell out of me.
Drake about to drop when?
And the attic's done.
What the?
There was a pink hoodie. That was it.
Yeah.
Did she say it was this room or?
She just said that, like, he was transporting her from
Bro, this is
basement up
spooky.
here, and like,
This is spooky.
that there
Yo.
was gonna be an AK-47 in here, drugs. Yeah.
We might have to pull it apart and find a serial number.
He's fucking moved.
There's no sign of any other victims in the house, but the one they did find will give detectives more than enough to discuss with Delonte when they
20
visit him in
minutes ago.
jail the following night.
Is it just
Some
him?
bad things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over it.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the second district.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that?
What the fuck? Look at this nigga.
Bad things did go down yesterday. Do want to give you a chance to go over it.
I'm a confidential informant for Detective Larry Smith out of the second district.
Okay.
Okay.
How long have you been doing that for?
About a week and a half now.
Okay.
About a week and a half. And that was cool. Like I wasn't going to kill her though. I wasn't going to not been feed her, and you know what I'm saying. But I just can't have her out on this. I just because I'm working with Detective Smith trying to get him 10 guns, 5 AKs, 4 Glocks, 3. That's supposed to be going into the valley like next week. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get him Big Red, who moves 6 ounces a day on coke crack. You know, I'm trying to get him those. Who the scriptures are ounces a day, but like I found out that this is that, and you know what I'm saying? If I
You found out that what?
that the lady that what I was taking care of in my house is a rat, and if she would get back out on the street, I'm exposed.
Delonte, who calls Cheryl
Whoa.
Cece, claims she's an addict,
Yo.
one among many
Yo.
who frequent his house.
Well, she's always at my house smoking dope.
Okay.
So I take care of everybody on the streets, all the fiends. That's where they live.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Long story short, that's ground zero for the crackheads.
According to Delonte, the entire situation began on April 27th, 5 days before police showed up at his house, wanting to search the basement. In an incident partially corroborated by police records, the car Delonte was driving was pulled over by vice cops. He says Cheryl was in the car as well.
Yeah, I left my house before I got 4 tires on the street. The police is hitting the block. I don't know what's going on. I'm swerving around up on the sidewalk trying to get around because I don't know what's going on. Get us my face, get out the car. Y'all, where you guys going? Y'all turn the car off, empty out your pockets. I ain't got nothing, bro. Y'all tripping like y'all just up. Like, what's going on? I had to steal them. Oh, yeah, you know, we can get you for this. Since that dope's right here, we're going to get you for that, man. Listen, I cannot go back to prison, bro. What do you need me to do?
Delonte says that was when one of the detectives took his phone, programmed his number into it, and told him, "You're working for me now."
Whoa.
But it was how the police treated Cheryl, the woman they would later find in a box on his front porch, that really got his attention.
Detective told her, thank you, bye. Okay. Detective Smith said, thank you, bye. Keep on walking. Okay. Listen to the detectives, and we all got out the car. The detective's like, you can go, thank you. Okay. We didn't get searched. It's credit about $200 worth of dope in the car and skill, and you didn't even get searched.
He concluded that Cheryl had set up the traffic stop and would now know that he'd been turned into a confidential informant for the police. The next time Cheryl came over to his house, he decided he couldn't let her leave.
I feel like my life is in danger, man. People have tried to kill me 3 times already. You feel me? I've been shot in my underarm, blood.
Damn, cousin.
All type of weird. It's crazy. I felt like I was gonna die if I didn't hold her for like 2 days and tell her, like, let her know what was going on. I beat her up, I fed her, showered her, all type of weird made sure she ate. But I just could not let her go back on the streets and tell everybody that I was working for y'all.
Like everything that went through, like the time where you and Cece
Wow,
were together, like
what
what
the
happened during those days? And
I
you,
just
like you
punched on
said,
her, punched on her, slapped on her, till her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, punched on her, slapped on her, moved her from the basement to another room, fed her, showered her, there was some water, put a blanket over her. I'm just telling you the truth, bro.
no, that's fine.
But I was,
Okay.
is that what you about to ask me?
No,
Yeah, I was about to ask me.
No, like were you giving her drugs and stuff like that?
Why would I give her my drugs? Why the would I do that?
I didn't know.
Yeah,
Bro, this nigga's a meme, dog. Like, this nigga, couldn't get 4 tires on the road. Cops come and shut the swerving. I'm swerving, get out the way. Nigga come to my car with a gun. Nigga put your hands up. Nigga come out the car. Nigga put a gun there. This nigga's a meme, dog. But I mean, he is speaking clearly. For what it's worth, right? He is speaking clearly. But this all goes back, so he said that Cece, Cheryl, the paralyzed 60-year-old woman, she's a rat. But before all of this happened and you were in the car, you got caught in the car with her, you told the cops you can't go to jail again. So they took your phone, from your words, they took your phone, and you were the one that got detained. So what he's attempting to say is he got coerced into being an informant for the feds. But you said, and I'm sure, you were willing to do anything not to go to jail, correct? Correct. So you the rat before Cece is. So let's keep playing.
So at any point was she asking to leave, different things like that?
She has nowhere to go.
Okay.
She has nowhere to go. All she was just asking was why. Stop, I won't do it again. I'll never tell, Blas, please. I'll never tell. I know I deserve this, but I'll never tell. Like, that's a code in the streets.
While Delonte speaks to detectives, Cheryl lies in the intensive care unit on a ventilator in what the hospital classifies as declining critical condition.
Damn.
In addition to being on dialysis, she's suffering from swelling to the head and brain, broken ribs, a collapsed lung, and multiple spinal fractures.
Damn.
But according to Delonte, it could be worse.
Go kill her. If you would have been dead. Long story short, if I wanted to kill her, she would have been dead.
So
Facts.
Delonte says that, among other things, he had Cheryl sit down and write, "I am a snitch," and "I am a rat" over and over again.
Put it on
It's worth noting that while the police report from the traffic stop identifies 2 passengers, neither of them were named Cheryl.
So when I was up the first time yesterday with you and stuff like that, they
actually checked the basement.
Yeah.
She wasn't in the basement. She was upstairs laying down in the bed.
So
we went down in the basement.
So let me ask you, because there was a moment in time, I wasn't there, so I can't speak on it or anything. So there was a moment to where like you were still inside the house for a little bit. Did you have to call anybody to ask if you should let the cops in or anything like that?
My detective.
So then at that point, he told you just to let them in if you want to check the basement.
Yeah. He said they're not gonna. He said case like a matter like this, they're not going anywhere until you let them in the house and check the basement. If you don't, they're just gonna come back with a search warrant and check it anyways. I said, all right, back. 5 minutes. Tell them to come in 5 minutes. Took me 3 minutes to put her upstairs in the bed.
Damn.
2 minutes to let them in the house, and 1 minute for them to not do their job and go home.
Damn.
They only just wanted to search one room. They searched that one room. She wasn't here. And they left.
Okay.
Stupid deal.
All right.
Right? You should search the whole house.
Yeah.
We found somebody's in the basement. Okay, come on in. Check down the basement. Nobody's there. See you later, son. Y'all supposed to clean up the tables, open up the refrigerator. That's a horrible job on y'all part. Horrible job on y'all. I'll be the first to say it. A missing body.
Pretty serious?
Do you think so?
Yeah.
All right, well, next time take it serious.
After accepting Delonte's feedback,
And look at
on the
this
police
nigga giving
work,
the cops
detectives
some
moved on to a
info.
second visit to his home that
He
night.
been working for him for a week and a half. He say 2 weeks.
Yeah, so the first time the police came, you said you moved her upstairs, right? And then she was upstairs. Obviously, the second time the police came, she was in that tote, right? How did that go down in between there?
Well, they really wanted to check upstairs.
Right, but I'm saying, how did she get in there?
I put her in there.
Okay.
And put her downstairs and put her on the porch.
Okay.
No anything else.
Why'd you have the music going so loud?
OMG, he live.
When Cheryl improves to the point that she can speak to detectives, she tells them that Delonte, who was her dealer, turned on her and accused her of being a narc. Over a period of days, he beat her, stabbed her, dragged her across the floor, broke a television over her head, and put her in several different containers.
Damn.
She says he also poured water on her to the point she couldn't breathe and fed her addiction so she could endure the pain. Even still, Delonte appears hopeful that this will mostly blow over.
Are you not gonna try to help me or not?
Well, like I said, it'll go from there once you see the judge and like the case starts moving forward.
No, but you guys have to talk to the judge though and let her know that I'm a confidential informant and that I am working with the police. Like, I understand I'm in trouble, but what I need you guys to do is like,
Well, I'll put in the paperwork to let them know for.
you know what I'm saying? Because I like doing my job. I like my job, and like I don't want guns on the streets.
I like doing my
I
job.
can't do that if I'm in here.
Ain't
And
that
Detective
crazy?
Smith will buy me out. Believe it or not, if I get a bond, he'll come buy me out. You know what I'm saying? So I just need a bond, and DT Smith will come buy me out, and I'm going right back to work.
But that doesn't happen, and Delonte is soon informed that his bond will be set for $750,000.
Damn!
News that he responds to with a middle finger at his hearing. 11 days after his interrogation, he's still in jail when he speaks to his mom on the phone.
You think they lower my bond? If they lower my bond to like $200,000, dude, I got enough collateral to buy myself out. I already talked to, like I said, I already talked to the bill about it. He said, you bring me my collateral, bring me my dump truck, bring him my trailer, my tools, and I told her I had to put one of my businesses in. That's what he said. He said you got to run your bond.
You just got to see tomorrow when you go to court. The worst
Goodness
outcome that comes out of this for you is might be 5 years in asylum.
But things turn out a bit differently. At a court hearing 6 months later, Cheryl Cyrus recounted the horrors inflicted upon her and told the judge that she remained 98% paralyzed and dependent on others for her basic needs. Delonte Edmund Geiger pled guilty to 1 count of felonious assault, 1 count of kidnapping, 1 count of possessing a weapon under disability, and 1 count of tampering with evidence. In November 2023, the judge said, "I've never seen an offense like this in my time on the bench," and sentenced Edmund Geiger to 16 to 20 years in prison with
I was thinking 20. I was thinking 20 to 25.
an expected release date of April 2039. He's currently incarcerated at the Trumbull Correctional Institution. If you'd like to see select new videos early and help us keep uncovering case files that rarely come to light, you'll find extra footage and unseen.
Goes to show you how expendable you are, partner. You're expendable, fam. You are expendable, bro. You're not needed to them. Once you're in the system, you just now another number. We wanted to use the cops allegedly wanted to use you for what they thought you could do, but weren't that smart enough. Weren't that smart enough. Damn.